And here we go. Welcome, JJZ here. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me yet again. We are going to switch it up a little bit today. We have the extremely exciting FanTaSy Terran playing against a Protoss. This is an A-rank Protoss Dragon. Good Canadian kid. Dragon has been around for a long time. I think, as far as I can tell from look, he plays the ladder decent amount and good solid player. FanTaSy, you'll know from Artosis cast recently if you've been following. He's casted a few of his games and he's very excited about FanTaSy returning, and I think part of that is because he plays a little bit differently than Flash, and he's a top-end really strong player. So he, rather than, is not as known for his macro intensive optimization, but he's really renowned for his more micro intensive style and harassment style. So like, he's really good with vultures. He utilizes drop ships. I read a little bit about him, and he was known, one of his nicknames from Liquipedia was the Terrorist. So always active and microing his units at an elite level. So excited to see FanTaSy's back. This game is from December 28th of 2025, so it's about a week old when I'm casting this. And this is the last game he played on that account anyways, in the ladder. So FanTaSy does go into a barracks, supply depot barracks first, and it looks like we're going to get a gateway first from Dragon. So all very standard here, into gas, probably going to go right to Dragoons. We'll see if he makes any zealots and tries to push down here on this 3-person Dominator map. I'm excited to be here, guys, today as we get into this game. I'm casting this on the Monday after the break, and it's nice to get back into the routine. Kids are at school, house is quiet, got the workout in today, have the coffee beside me, and just finished watching the daily Artosis cast. So go check that out if you haven't already. Today I try to put mine up so that it's timed after Artosis for those of you that just want a little bit more some days. We do have FanTaSy going out with the Scout, a wall going up for Dragon, and he's going to scout FanTaSy first. Looks like FanTaSy is going to the north. We do go right into a Terran factory, and I'm guessing we'll do a factory expand, maybe? Making Marines, 2 Marines, 2nd Marine on the way. No Zealot, right into Dragoon for Dragon, and that's going to bode well as FanTaSy pumps out a few Marines early game. Yes, so anyways, back into the regular routine here for JJZ, and I hope your routine is finding you as you come out of this holiday season. I was very proud of myself, guys. I got all my workouts in over the holidays. I had some fun with the food. Heard someone say today something that I've never heard, but it's really true. It's not so much, don't worry about what you eat or what you do between Christmas and New Year's. It's what you do between New Year's and Christmas that matters. So hopefully you can find some of those good habits and get back into them. As we get into this game, we have first Dragoon out coming across the map. FanTaSy making 4 Marines and a 5th on the way. So this is interesting. He didn't make a factory unit. He's going right into machine shop, and we'll see what he goes with first. Again, like, this is the kind of thing, like, I haven't seen this type of build from a Terran player. He's got 4 Marines, Dragoon attacking. 4 Marines beats a Dragoon here, so Dragon wisely going to back off, especially without range. With range, that Dragoon can kite, and he goes right into mines. Wow, that's interesting, and building a tank. So he's making another Marine, so that's going to be, is that 6 Marines he's going to have? And a tank, so we could see a 1-tank push here without siege. Has an SCV hiding up here, probably to go in for a scout, I'm guessing. Dragon going up into Robo, 1 gateway still, and expand down, finishing up here shortly. FanTaSy hasn't expanded yet, and it does look like he's going to go on a 1 base, 1 barracks, 1 factory, 1 tank push with 1 vulture on the way that will join them, I'm sure. Interesting, very interesting. Let's see how this goes. What does Dragon have here? He's got this Dragoon on the high ground here, so he's going to see this coming. What does he have at home? He has 1 more Dragoon, 2nd gateway on the way. SCV here. Okay, so the SCV is not going to scout. It's going to... Oh, it is going to scout. Okay, I thought it was going to maybe join the push. Did he bring it? Oh, he brought an SCV to repair the tank. That's wise. He gets the scout in. Moving up into the base, he's going to see exactly what's going on. And we got 3 Dragoons here. Wisely morphing a shield battery. I think that's a great move by Dragon. Let's see how this engage goes. This is part of what we're talking about with FanTaSy, is we get to take a look at this micro. I was hoping for something like this. Doing really well so far. Shield battery finishing just in time. He's going to get the heal on this Dragoon. Yeah, really nice there. Some damage on the Marines. And FanTaSy going to try and unpower the shield battery. Okay, interesting. Range finishes on the Dragoons, and some mines down here. No observers out. Dragon's going to have to be really careful not to catch these mines with his Dragoons. He only has the 3, but doing a really good job here. Only loses 1. I think he's going to push this back. Is he going to get the tank, or does FanTaSy save? That really nice save there from FanTaSy pulling back. And going to pull the probes. Another mine going down. 2 more Dragoons on the way. FanTaSy sending another Vulture, it looks like, across the map. I believe that's a Vulture. Yes, it is. And it looks like Dragon's going to hold here, I think. With the 3 Dragoons out with range, they're pretty tough. FanTaSy does pull the tank back, and I think that's big. Save that tank. Now, Protoss can't really do anything from here without observers out, but there is one on the way. FanTaSy is going into a second factory. Did expand on that attack, really nice. And a third factory, so he's going to have 1. See if he makes another add-on here. I don't know if he will. No, he's just making a Vulture, another tank on the way. So he's going to 1 factory with tanks and 2 pumping Vultures, I imagine. We'll see if he gets a second add-on now that he has a second base. Okay, Dragoon's coming out now. FanTaSy has mines here, mine at that base, mine at this base. Look at everything he did, man. Yeah, so Dragon wisely coming out with about 3 Dragoons and just clearing mines. I like that move. FanTaSy is going to repair that tank. Only 1 gas, so I expect we'll stick with 1 add-on here as Vulture Speed is on the way. So he's going to get Siege Mode last, it looks like, which does make sense. And just going to go Vulture, tank. He's got some Vultures roaming the map, waiting for speed to finish. Dragon up to 7 Dragoons. 3rd gateway up. Any robo facility? Not, or sorry, any no Reavers yet, is what I'm trying to say. And we're gonna push out. He's gotta be careful here. You want to see Protoss leave some Dragoons at home when Vultures are out. Okay, so he's not moving out. He's just gonna move up a little bit in the base. Takes his 3rd. The 7-minute-ish mark, and we've got 3 tanks on the high ground, 2 Vultures. Observer sees this. He also has 4 Vultures sitting out here. So, okay, so we're gonna watch. We've got 9 Dragoons against a Vulture, 2 Vultures, some mines, and 3 tanks. So this is, yeah, okay, a few more Vultures. FanTaSy going to fall back. We're watching these as, yeah, he does get in here. He's going to get some probe damage. We're going to keep an eye on that. We're at 32 probes now. Let's watch this engage, though, guys. This is what we want to see from FanTaSy. Some micro from the high ground. Look at these 4th tank joins. We had about 10 Dragoons there, 10 Dragoons. We're down to 8. And let's see. Yeah, like no siege mode. Vultures laying mines, tanks circling the Dragoons, and he is going to eat this army up. We're down to 29 probes. We can see the Vultures in the base, and we get the good game from Dragon. Yeah, nice micro there in that tank battle. Really nice there. You can see he gets some damage on the tanks. He doesn't lose a single tank this game. Just FanTaSy. The cool thing that I like about this, guys, is that you don't often see Terran do more with less. And what I mean by that, we've talked about it before, is that Terran units scale well. They don't perform in small groups. Let's just go back one second here. I want to see, how many did he have? He had 9. Is that what he says? 7, and then I think 2 more come out before he moves out. Vulture sees those on the high ground. Okay, so here's a big mistake from Dragon. I thought he played actually quite a good game and made one mistake, is that he thought he saw this, right? He's like, oh, I'm gonna go kill that. Not recognizing that there was more army on the map, and that's exactly what FanTaSy. He probably even knows that observer's there, and he's like, let's see if we can bait him into moving his units down and sneak those Vultures in. And then he does, yeah, he gets 2 more here, so we're at 9. And so 9 Dragoons, like, it looks like, should crush this, right? But FanTaSy, laying some preemptive mines, slowing these 9 Dragoons down, getting the tanks on the high ground, recognizing, pushes back, that he's going to lose there, backs up into some more mines and some more reinforcements, stays right on the edge of the high ground, circles the tanks, lets the vultures tank the damage, and just picks away at these. No siege mode, no splash damage, just like, it looks like, again, this is a good fight here. Again, I'm feeling pretty good as dragons still, right? Like, look, some damage on some of them, but lots of them at full health still, and only 4 tanks. And it's like, no, I'm just going to dance around. While you're doing this, I'm going to get a bunch of probes and essentially win the game. So really nicely played there by FanTaSy. Dragon's mistake was not leaving some, probably that he didn't need to push out there. Leave the Dragoons at home. You're 3 bases to 2 and just get into them, get some gateways up, get macroing, get your army bigger, I suppose. We saw a very similar game, one of the first games I casted with Artosis, where he pushed out with a bunch of Marines and 1 tank. I don't see that very often, guys. I'm wondering if that's an older build. Maybe someone can let me know in the comments. That's the only 2 games that I have watched in any recent memory, was the one from Artosis and the one from FanTaSy, where they made 7-ish Marines, 1 tank, and pushed. Both those pushes failed initially, but they both transitioned into winning the game, and it was both against about 10 Dragoons, if I remember right. So interesting build there, and interesting play by FanTaSy. You saw some of that top-level micro that we get to see from him. Exciting things to come. I hope he keeps playing. I'm hoping he's playing on an account that's unknown, and that we see some new and improved builds and strategies from Terran. Very exciting. Thank you guys for joining me. We will see you on the next one.